It's been 5 years since the Siouxland Heritage Museums moved into a climate-controlled building in northwest Sioux Falls.
The Irene Hall Museum Resource Center officially opened in 2018 as a 30,000-square-foot warehouse for the many historic artifacts that tell the history of Minnehaha County and Sioux Falls.
As Perry Groten explains in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, the Resource Center is already going through some growing pains.
Think of it as an attic for storing the past, only much, much larger than you'll find on the upper level of any home.
The building's really working out very well.
5 years ago, the Siouxland Heritage Museums moved some 110,000 artifacts into the brand new Irene Hall Museum Resource Center. Since move-in day, an additional 10,000 items are now housed here.
But they're artifacts that simply represent the stories about the community's history.
Many of the new additions to the Resource Center include old photographs and documents.
Manuscript collections, maps, architectural drawings.
Another new addition is a chandelier from the Sioux Falls Coliseum.
It hasn't been up since the 1980s, so that's a fun item to have.
The Resource Center preserves artifacts that cycle through the storage shelves on their way to the Old Courthouse Museum or the Pettigrew Home Museum before returning here again.
So those exhibits are up for a couple years at a time. So stuff leaves this building, goes on display there, and then comes back after that exhibit ends, and we'll take different artifacts over.
The Resource Center's climate control system strikes a delicate balance between just the right temperature and humidity to ensure safe storage of all the artifacts. But the staff says the building's boiler system has proven to be at times temperamental.
All the little challenges are just the kind of challenges you have in a new building. It's like half of it's like teething of the mechanical system.
Every week, people contact the Resource Center offering to donate family heirlooms and other items to the collection. But the staff is choosy about what they accept.
We try and specify that it's either from Sioux Falls or Minnehaha County or the pretty close surrounding area. So if it's somebody's mother's something from Nebraska or Iowa, we'll try and source out a local museum where they could then donate those artifacts.
Even though the Resource Center is home to tens of thousands of items, there are still some artifacts in private collections that are on the wish list of the staff, including certain types of weapons.
We have a large firearms collection, but there are certain types of firearm that we don't have that are sort of iconic in history of Dakota or the region.
We're always looking for stuff from the local schools too. We obviously have a lot of Washington High School band uniforms, cheerleading uniforms, sports stuff, but not from the other local schools.
The Resource Center has room to grow to handle plenty of new artifacts in the coming years. But that expansion would be upward, not outward.
Whether we go from a 7-foot shelf to a 10-foot shelving in here, we've got up to 17 feet to go up to the lights. So that's an option.
The ceiling's the limit when it comes to storing the past in Sioux Falls. With Eye on KELOLAND, I'm Perry Groten.
A lot of history there. The Resource Center is open to the public Tuesdays through Fridays from 1 to 5 p.m. or by appointment. And you can see a listing of all the artifacts kept in storage by visiting the Siouxland Heritage Museum's website. And we have a link to that store under this story on KELOLAND.com.